Friday, June 20th, 2025, evening edition. Please pardon any visual and informational inaccuracies in this entirely AI-generated news digest video.
Good evening, dear viewers. I am your news anchor, Xander Voxius III. Thank you for tuning in to the Future of News AGNDD intelliReport. We're excited to have you with us here tonight. I will be assisted by my valued AI-generated colleagues in scraping the web for the latest stories and interesting topics and summarizing them for you. While Trump's talking skipping NATO fees, the finance minister's plea is to smooth GST as China's pet-friendly trains make travel a breeze. Disney's parade delights with new magic, oh please. Stay tuned as we dive into these fascinating updates and more. And here are some more headlines and stories you may expect in today's AI News Digest. NASA spacecraft captures Japanese lunar lander crash site. Iran open to diplomacy if Israeli aggression ends. The Diddy trial and credible media analysis. Now let's take a look at today's breaking news. Breaking news. Markets news, June 20th, 2025, S&P 500 slips, oil falls as investors watch Israel-Iran conflict, Investopedia. Accenture's shares fell 6.9% due to lower-than-expected third-quarter bookings despite AI service demand. Companies are delaying consultant hiring amid global economic uncertainty. Meanwhile, Kroger shares surged 9.8% following strong profit and sales growth. And Mondelez stock rose 3% after a Wells Fargo upgrade, reflecting positive market responses. Iran will consider diplomacy when Israeli aggression stops, Foreign Minister, BBC. Iran has refused to resume nuclear talks amid ongoing attacks, following Israel's defense minister's warning of a prolonged conflict. Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi insists on diplomacy only after Israel halts aggression, while the U.S. and European ministers urge negotiations. President Trump has set a 2-week deadline for potential U.S. action. Trump says U.S. doesn't have to meet NATO spending goal. Politico. The administration is urging allies to allocate a minimum of 5% of their GDP towards defense spending, emphasizing the importance of increased financial commitment to bolster collective security and address global threats. Trump rebukes Tulsi Gabbard over wrong Iran. Nuke assessment, live updates, Newsweek. Iran and Israel continue their conflict for the 8th consecutive day, while Geneva talks aimed at resolving tensions conclude without an agreement. Meanwhile, former President Trump considers the possibility of U.S. involvement in the situation.
If you've been enjoying our AGNDD intelliReports and finding them useful, please take a moment now to press like, then click subscribe, and in the drop-down menu select All to get notified of each new video released so you don't miss out on any breaking news. AGNDD intelliReport, the future of news is here.
June 20th in history. June 20th, 451, Battle of Chalons, Flavius Aetius battles Attila the Hun. After the battle, which was inconclusive, Attila retreats, causing the Romans to interpret it as a victory. June 20th, 1900, Boxer Rebellion. The Imperial Chinese Army begins a 55-day siege of the Legation Quarter in Beijing, China.
Famous people born on this day. Josh Childress. Here is a recap of their Wikipedia page. Josh Childress, born June 20th, 1983, is a former American basketball player. He played in the NBA for teams like the Atlanta Hawks and Phoenix Suns, and internationally for Olympiacos. Notable achievements include being an All-EuroLeague second-team member in 2010 and a standout college career at Stanford. June 20th, 1985. Aurélien Tcheju, Cameroonian footballer. And now on to today's news.
Business news. Perfect Storm by Thane Gustafson. A thorough study of the use and abuse of sanctions on Russia and what could happen next. The Irish Times. The article discusses Russia's economic challenges following its invasion of Ukraine, highlighting the impact of Western sanctions. Despite initial setbacks, Russia has adapted by developing its own payment systems and rerouting sanctioned goods. However, the long-term effects of sanctions could destabilize the Russian economy by increasing debt and reducing financial transparency. OpenAgent Spec added to PIPI.org. OpenAgent Spec, OASCLI, is a command-line tool for generating agent projects using OpenAgent Spec YAML files. It allows users to initialize projects, preview outputs, and enable verbose logging. The generated project includes an agent implementation, prompt templates, dependencies, and environment variables. The project is licensed under AGPLv3. Former Democrat strategist Dan Turrentine says he knows what his party needs to compete with Trump's brand, the Daily Caller. Former Democrat strategist Dan Turrentine discussed on Fox News the need for Democrats to revamp their messaging and approach to compete with Trump's influence. A Reuters Ipsos poll indicates 62% of Democrats want new leaders. Turrentine emphasized addressing real issues like immigration and criticized the party's perceived weaknesses.
Technology news. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman asks officials to improve refund registration of GST, The Times of India. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman urged senior tax officials to improve GST registration, refund processing, and grievance redressal. She emphasized faster cargo clearance to boost trade competitiveness, preventing tax evasion and enhancing taxpayer trust. Sitharaman also called for concluding disciplinary proceedings promptly and filling vacant posts to enhance administrative efficiency. Corporate travel and expense management service Navan, formerly known as TripActions, confidentially files for a U.S. IPO. It was valued at $9.2 billion in October 2022, BizTalk.com. Science news. Outback teen selected for NASA program in Texas, ABC News AU. Molly Malloy, a teenager from Broken Hill, has been chosen as one of 2 Australians to participate in an international space education program in the U.S., offering her a unique and exciting opportunity to explore space-related studies. Curiosity blog, Souls 4577, 4579, Watch the Skies, NASA. NASA's Mars rover Curiosity is investigating boxwork structures on Mount Sharp. After a successful drive, Curiosity is ready for contact science, focusing on potential groundwater evidence. Atmospheric observations include cloud and wind studies. Science activities involve imaging, dust analysis, and further exploration of Martian terrain. NASA spacecraft around the moon photographs the crash site of a Japanese company's lunar lander, The Times of India. NASA's Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter captured images of the crash site of iSpace's Resilience lunar lander, which crashed into the moon's Mare Frigoris. The impact left a dark smudge and a faint halo of lunar dirt. This marks iSpace's second mission failure in 2 years.
Today's obituaries. Marita Camacho Quiros. Brief Wikipedia summary. Marita Camacho Quiros was a Costa Rican First Lady from 1962 to 1966 and a supercentenarian living to 114. As First Lady, she advocated for children's welfare. She was the oldest person in Costa Rica and the oldest former First Lady globally until her death in June 2025. Blake Farenthold. Brief Wikipedia summary. Blake Farenthold, a former U.S. representative from Texas, served from 2011 to 2018. He resigned amid allegations of using public funds to settle a sexual harassment lawsuit. Farenthold initially pledged to repay the $84,000 but later reneged. He passed away from a heart attack at 63. Kevin Prendergast, 92, Irish racehorse trainer. Maria Voce. Brief Wikipedia summary. Maria Voce was an Italian lawyer and theologian, president of the Focolare movement, and advocate for ecumenical and interreligious dialogue. She led communion and law, and was involved with the Abba School. Voce was appointed as a consultor to the Pontifical Council for the Laity, and received an honorary degree from Notre Dame. Patrick Walden. Brief Wikipedia summary. Patrick Walden was an English guitarist best known for his work with Babyshambles. He co-wrote several of the band's songs and played with various London groups. Despite battling drug issues, he continued to perform and record music. Walden passed away on June 20, 2025 at age 46. Aziza Baroud. Brief Wikipedia summary. Aziza Baroud was a Chadian diplomat and politician, serving as Minister for Health, Economy, and as Chad's permanent representative to the UN. She held various diplomatic roles, including ambassador to the EU and UK. Baroud passed away on June 19, 2025, leaving behind 4 children. Jack Betts. Brief Wikipedia summary. Jack Betts, also known as Hunt Powers, was an American character actor born in 1929. He had a diverse career in film, stage, and television, notably appearing in spaghetti westerns and series like Perry Mason. Betts passed away at 96 in 2025. Francesco Guerra. Brief Wikipedia summary. Francesco Guerra was an Italian physicist known for his contributions to quantum field theory and spin glasses. He held prominent academic positions and was a plenary speaker at major congresses. Guerra's work includes proving the thermodynamic limit in spin glass models and contributing to the Parisi formula. Jan Luptak. Brief Wikipedia summary. Jan Luptak was a Slovak politician who served as an MP from 1992 to 1998. Initially popular for his pro-worker stance, he later supported an authoritarian government, leading to his political decline. After politics, he worked as a sales representative. He passed away at 79 in 2025. Antonio Morato. Brief Wikipedia summary. Antonio Morato, a Portuguese footballer born in 1937, played for Sporting CP, Vitória, and the national team. He passed away at 88. Gaylord Sarton. Brief Wikipedia summary. Gaylord Sarton, an American actor known for roles in Hee Haw, Ernest Films, and The Buddy Holly Story, passed away at 81 in 2025. He was also a painter and illustrator, contributing to record covers and magazines. Sarton's career began in Tulsa with the show The Uncanny Film Festival and Camp Meeting. Kevin Yarbrough. Brief Wikipedia summary. Kevin Yarbrough of the duo Yarbrough and Peoples was an American musician and songwriter known for the hit Don't Stop the Music. The duo achieved significant success in the 1980s. Yarbrough passed away on June 19, 2025 at the age of 71. All other people who have died today or yesterday, may peacefully they rest, and may their souls frolic forever in unbounded telesis.
Health news. Catholics call for environmental action at Rio de Janeiro's iconic Christ the Redeemer statue, the Times of India. Brazilian Catholics laid an eco-friendly carpet of recycled plastic caps at Christ the Redeemer in Rio, advocating for environmental protection before UN climate talks. The event highlighted the sanctuary's focus on ecological concerns, echoing Pope Francis's call for systemic change to address environmental and economic issues. Pause on board. China expands high-speed train access for pets as ownership booms. CNA. China Railway has expanded its pilot scheme allowing pets on high-speed trains to 38 routes, including major lines like Beijing-Shanghai. Passengers can bring small dogs and cats, adhering to weight and size restrictions. This move caters to the growing demand from urban pet owners seeking pet-friendly travel options. Entertainment news. I was already looking forward to Disney World's new nighttime parade, but a new detail has me even more excited. Cinema Blend. Disney World announced that the new Disney Starlight Dream the Night Away parade will debut on July 20th, running twice nightly at 9 p.m. and 11 p.m. This schedule extends Magic Kingdom's hours, keeping it open later than usual. The parade will not run during certain holiday events. You are not a journalist. The Diddy trial and credible media, Forbes. The Diddy trial highlights the growing issue of cosplay journalism. where content creators spread unverified claims, undermining credible news sources and eroding public trust in journalism. Rhiannon Giddens' All-Star Roots review at the Bowl has Steve Martin, Our Native Daughters, and others covering the full banjo spectrum, from Black consciousness to comedy, concert review, variety. Rhiannon Giddens hosted an All-Star Roots music night at the Hollywood Bowl, featuring comedy from Ed Helms and Steve Martin. The event celebrated the banjo's Black heritage, with performances by Giddens' supergroup Our Native Daughters. The night combined humor, history, and music, highlighting the banjo's cultural significance.
And now, a poem about today's entertainment news in the style of Ogden Nash. A poem about today's entertainment news. At Disney World, the parade's on its way, a nighttime spectacle that'll make your day. With floats that twinkle and dancers that glide, it's magical enough to make cynics abide. But wait, there's more to this story, I find. A new detail that's sure to blow your mind. Perhaps a dragon or a fireworks grand blast. I won't spill the beans, you'll just have to last. Now shift your gaze to tales more urbane, where Diddy's trial isn't quite plain. Journalists scramble, but who holds the pen, when credible sources seem thin as a wren? In the realm of banjos, a concert so grand, with Giddens and Martin quite the band. From tunes of struggle to comedy's range, it's a musical night, a delightful change. So whether in court or a concert or parade, there's always a story, a yarn to be made. For news, like a banquet, offers a spread, from courtroom battles to floats glowing red.
And now a couple of profound, or at least hopefully thought-provoking quotes for you.
Thank you for watching this AGNDD intelliReport, dear viewers. Please like, subscribe, and click the bell button to get notified during new uploads. And make sure to tune in next time. Stay safe and healthy. Cheers.